Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I decided to put together this presentation on recruiting. It's an overview. I don't know everything about recruiting, but I thought I could give you some information that might help. First of all, if you've set a goal to play in college, congratulations. You might not know it, but your chances of graduating with a degree have significantly increased. A lot of people don't know the statistics. How does recruiting work? It's really fairly simple, the basics of it. Can you get into the school? Do you have the test scores and GPA to get into the school that you're looking at? Obviously, the better your test scores and grades, the more options you're going to have. So really fight for those while you're in school. Secondly, do you pass the eyeball test? If I'm looking for a lineman who's 6'6", 320, and you're a heck of a player at 6'1", 220, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have to pass on you. I need the other guy. Once I get that guy who's 6'6", 320, then the question becomes, can he play? Does he have the foot speed? Does he have the knee bend? Is he strong enough? Is he quick enough? Do I think that he has the personality to be as competitive as I need him to be? Those are the basics of recruiting, all right? So how do you get recruited? Well, the easiest way, the simplest way, is to become the best player at your school. And in order to do that, you have to make a plan, and you have to work that plan. It doesn't happen by accident. Those of you in the QB school, you're on your way. You're going to bed early. You're getting up early. You're getting your workouts in. You're prioritizing your school, and you're upping your QB IQ. So understand the separation is in the preparation. If you're not doing that, then let's get with it. Okay. You also want to focus on fit. It matters in life. Not only what you're doing, but who you're doing it with. There's a stat that says that 50% of first-year college students come home after that first year because they chose the wrong place. As a student athlete, and especially as a quarterback, you're not afforded that luxury. You're going to have to really find out where you fit, and we'll come back to that in a second. A little bit about the landscape of college football. You see on the bottom about 2.9% of high school players go into Division I. Divide that in two, by the way, because half that number roughly goes to FBS, half goes to FCS. And then you can see the other two divisions. And there's two more, NAIA and JUCO. Add them up. That's a total of 6 different levels of football. And when you add that up, you begin to understand that it's not all about Division I. The best thing you can do is really start asking yourself, why do I want to play college football beyond just that you love football, right? How are you going to combine that football platform that you're going to be on with your education to take you to the next step? And that doesn't matter whether you have a 10-year NFL career or whether your playing days stop after your senior year. Why are you playing? Really, really important thing to ask. Now, when you're not being recruited and you're sitting there wondering why, there are a couple different factors that you have to understand. The schools that may want you don't know about you. And the reason they don't know about you is because they don't have the recruiting budget, say, of LSU. So it's really going to take you finding those schools, right, and contacting them to let them know that you're interested in what they have to offer. Right. And there are a lot of schools out there, and most of you don't know about most of them. So you got to change that. And the way you change that is you do a little work. D3football.com. Go on there. You'll find out that there's 250 schools that play Division III football. You want to be an engineer and get an engineering degree and play football? What about Colorado School of Mines? What about Rose-Hulman? What about RPI? Never heard of them? Get into this site, find them. Think you're a tweener, you're a Division II guy, but you don't know about any Division II schools? Fine, correct it. Get to d2football.com. You'll find out that there's 17 conferences and 169 teams. Didn't know there are that many? Find out what they're offering educationally. Find out if you're physically on the roster, height and weight wise. You're a Division I guy, and the FBS schools are past you up, and you're sitting there at the FCS level. Okay, go to NC2A.com, click football, click FCS, go to all conferences. JMU and William & Mary, they're not giving you love? Fine. There's 126 different Division I schools here. Go find them. Let them know that you're interested in them. Okay. It's going to take some work. Now, in order to get that done, you're going to need some tools. One of the most basic tools is a football only Twitter page, and make it plain. Make your name easy to find. Don't put Snot Booger 17. They'll never find it. But you look here, Cody did a good job. You look below, his grad year, the position he plays, his height, his weight, and his huddle length. That's what you need on your football only Twitter page. You're going to need a digital profile. Plenty out there. Choose what you want. I'm biased for QB Hit List. Why? It's free, and it's a QB-only platform. And in my experience in talking to college quarterback coaches and OCs, they all have this on their Twitter feed. Huddle. Huddle is your business card. There's some common mistakes that you want to avoid. Opening slide. Identify yourself by your name, your position, what your grad year is, and what school you go to. If you have significant statistics, put them up there. 10 games, that's a pretty good statistical season. If you only have 5 touchdowns and completed 50% of your passes, I would skip it. Put your head coach's contact information. Okay, your head coach is going to be involved in the recruiting process. Put his information there. Lastly, highlights. Highlights. You have about 60 to 90 seconds to make somebody go, wow, I want that player. Your very best plays have to be up front. And I'm not including when you ran for a first down in a big game that the coach wouldn't know about, but it was a big moment for you. Your best plays up front. Secondly, don't make the clips too long. If you go past 4 or 5 minutes, the only people that are going to watch that are going to be you and some of your relatives, all right? Rankings and stars. You can see this little measly 3-star guy's done all right for himself. Rankings and stars are entertaining. They're kind of feel good, but understand, go back to the 3 things. Can you get in school? Do you pass that program's eyeball test? Can you play? Can you help them? When you get onto campus, your stars don't matter and your rankings don't matter. Okay, and I'm talking to you as a former college player. It didn't matter when I stepped on campus, and when I was there for 2 years, it didn't matter when another person stepped on campus. All we wanted to know is, can this dude play? Okay, that's what really matters. I don't own a scouting service, but I think this is just a reminder of keeping the recruiting simple for you. It's really simple. Get your material to the schools that would be looking for a player of your ability, your size, and weight. That's a great way to get your recruiting started. And if you're lightly recruited, that is, you have less than 10 or 15 offers, that's a great way for you to get your recruiting kick-started. Get it to the people who are looking for you. That's going to take, again, focus on fit. I can't emphasize enough. The other thing I want to do is be respectful of any of the coaches that you interact with. Quick story: Division I player a couple of seasons ago at an event. A Division III coach approached him seriously. The player was very respectful, had a good conversation. They shook hands and they parted. 2 years later, that Division III coach moved up to Division I at that player's school on that player's side of the ball. When you interact with coaches, be respectful. That interaction can either be beneficial for you, or if you handle it poorly, it can haunt you. So do the right thing, and then hustle, right? There are 545 teams out there on those 3 websites that I listed. Are you serious about playing college football? There's a team on there who's interested in what you have to offer. Hustle, go find them, get busy. QB School guys, I'll see you tomorrow. And for the rest of you, have a great Sunday afternoon.